everyone, it's Christy here, and I'm here with my completed October daily for 2016. Off camera, after completing my last process video, I just did a few more kind of embellishments and finishing touches, so I just wanted to quickly share with you what it looks like now as it is completed. So there are, as I go through, there might be some things that I still need to do, and I'll point those out. So one of the things that I just remembered is that on the spine here, I had added orange star, and I wanted to use my roller or rotary stamp with my alphas just to say October 2016 just on the spine there. So I have to do that, and then I added a black ribbon just to tie it closed, so hopefully you can see that okay. So it just ties shut because that's how big it is right now. So it is pretty explosive. But I always display these kinds of albums standing like on a coffee table or end table or something, so I'm not too worried about it. They are display pieces. I don't expect them to sit like nicely in a shelf, though this one possibly could, but I thought it would be kind of something different that I hadn't done before, having a tie closure. So I just used some hot glue to glue down the ribbon, and then I had some extra die cut pieces that I used just to cover up the end of the ribbon there. So the ribbon goes to about there, and then I just hot glued the die cut piece on top. So that is what you see when you first open it. And so I'll just quickly walk you through. If you haven't seen any of my process videos, go check those out. There is a process video for every page in this album. So be sure to check those out. I'll just quickly talk about embellishments and products that I used as I flip through, but this is going to be pretty quick. So I used the Doodlebug Booze and Brews collection. I just got the 6x6 paper pad. I used the die cut pack, which has 100 pieces in it. I also bought the Doodle Pops. I think I bought like 4 packs of those, and I have probably one and a half packs left over. I really liked the pack that had the spiders and the bats and the frog. That was probably my favorite one. The other one had pumpkins, which I liked too, but the spider one obviously had more variety, so I liked that. And I used enamel dots from my stash. All the numbers that you see are from a Michaels Thickers pack, so I had it left over from last year's October daily, and I managed to find another one at my local Michaels, so I was able to have the same numbers throughout the whole album. These vellum hearts are from my stash as well. They're from probably a year and a half ago, but they're one of my favorite embellishments of like all time. All the labels you see are from my stash, so these orange ones are from Studio Calico. They are still available, so if you are interested in purchasing those, I could link them below in the description box. And I also used some shipping tags that I had in my stash and some printable labels that are by Caitlin Schaefer. So you can find those printable labels in like all the colors, and you can just print those out, and you can cut them with your Silhouette Cameo or other cutting machine, or just by hand. And then I also have these tiny word stickers, which were like a fall themed one that I got from Pretty Little Studio. There's a couple different foam thickers as well that are black and glitter. Those are from the Crepe Paper After Dark collection that I used in my last year's October Daily album, and I just had some of those left over. There were also some of these resin stars that I had. I had like 2 of those, so I use those because I don't use a lot of orange in my everyday Project Life albums. Here's another one of those black glittery thickers from the After Dark collection. I also found some of these black glittery labels in my stash. They were from Heidi Swapp that I received, I believe, in like a Gossamer Blue kit, but I think you can probably find those at Michael's. And I also used the Maggie Holmes Gather thickers and these bows that I found at my local Michael's as well. So that's pretty much all the products. And they repeat throughout. Their 6x6 pad came with some like cut aparts as well that I made use of, and then I just used some scraps and things as well just to kind of jazz up some of the cards. I loved the embellishments. When I first got the embellishment pack or the die cut pack, I thought, you know what, there's no way. There's no way I'm going to be able to use these embellishments. They're just, I don't know, too cute, I guess, or they weren't going to really fit with my theme, but I really enjoyed using them. So this, if you're wondering, this photo wasn't in my original process video, but at this party that we attended, they had a professional photographer. So before I had a selfie in here of the three of us, and then in the meantime, I got sent this photo. So I swapped it out, and I just took off. This embellishment was on the previous photo. I just peeled it off really carefully and reattached it on there. And I did go back throughout the album and add these tiny word stickers throughout. I wanted to really put a dent in the tiny word sticker sheet, so I just kind of used any sticker that was applicable to the photos for the day. Using lots of Doodle Pops. I really loved these guys. They're so cute, and they stuck really well to the outside of the page protector. So like right now, like I'm really yanking on it and it's not coming off. So I'm not too worried about like tiny hands and that sort of thing tugging on these kind of embellishments. I did a few shaker pockets. I think there's 3 in all. The 2x2 page protectors are really good for that purpose, just to do a little tiny shaker pocket. And this glitter I got from Michael's. It was on clearance, I think, when I bought it. It was 60% off. So I got a whole big jar for like $2 or $3, which was awesome. And I obviously have lots of that left over, but the colors were perfect. I loved that. It included the purple, lots of purple in this collection, which I loved. And throughout the album, there's also a couple of these orange paper clips. You could use any color paper clips, but those were left over from my After Dark collection from last year's October Daily, so I wanted to make use of those. Here's another shaker pocket. So I just use my fuse. And when I'm fusing, I fuse the front and then I reverse it, and I also fuse the back. I don't know if other people do that as well, but that's the only way that I've really been able to get it to make a really good seal. So if you have a fuse and you are stuck on how to work it or get it to seal properly, that's just something that I've been doing. But if you have any tips for that, please let me know, because I do like let it warm up a lot. So alright, so we're already at the 30th here. Again, more Doodle Pops, and I just used lots of enamel dots from my stash. So I just went through all my enamel dots and picked out any of the colors that would work with the collection. These Kaisercraft rhinestones really came in handy throughout the album, so I used lots of those. And now as we're getting to the end of my album, you can see that the pages don't really sit very flush and flat anymore. It's because it's so bulky. So that's as far down as I can get it to be for you on camera there. But and I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I also got these glittery black doily, spiderweb doilies from Michael's as well. So yeah, that's pretty much my album. I love how it turned out. I was a little hesitant in the beginning about using the Doodlebug pack and embellishments. Not that I didn't love it, but just that it wasn't, it was pretty different from the After Dark collection that I used last year. This collection that I used this year was much more cutesy and juvenile, whereas the After Dark collection had more muted colors and that sort of thing. So it was a bit of a different type of collection, but I do really like how it turned out. And yeah, so I'm happy that my second year of October Daily is complete. My goal for November is to get caught up with Project Life spreads before December hits and we're in full-fledged December Daily mode. I will try to have process videos up for my December Daily. But if you are currently finishing up your October Daily or want to go back and scrapbook some October pages or Halloween spreads or whatever, I do have some leftover product from doing October Daily. And so if you want to leave me a comment below, if you're interested, I'm going to pick one viewer just to receive a little care package of my leftover October Daily supplies. There isn't a lot. There's probably 15 to 20 pieces of die cuts, a few 6x6 papers, a few little scrap papers. I could send you some spiderweb doilies and maybe a few bows, but that's pretty much about it. So there's not a lot, so don't get your hopes up there. It's definitely not enough to complete an entire album, but if you just wanted to have my little leftover bits of this collection, just leave me a comment below. Thanks everyone for watching and all your support in my October Daily. I hope you'll stay tuned for my Project Life spreads coming up in November and December Daily coming up soon. Thanks again. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.